finish.
I love it. I'm actually surprised how smooth and light it is in the
Yeah.
Destroy the world, man.
Exactly. I was like, man, you put 4 or 5 of those in the squad and just the power. There you go. Hell yeah.
George, the thing about it too is not too heavy.
Yeah.
It's like weight wise, you might.
What's up, everybody? Jason and
Patrick.
we're out here at Battlefield Vegas. See this fucking huge tank behind us. They got a plethora of weapons and fucking all kinds of cool shit to go blow up. We're here for a couple days. We've been looking forward to this for a long time. We're finally here. I can't wait to go inside and see all the toys that they got. Yeah.
Let's go check it out.
Go check it out. Come follow us. Yeah, so I actually have this tank in World of Tanks, the video game. They're really fast, really light. These are scout tanks that would push out and literally check things out. They're not very, I forgot the armament level regarding the metal.
Yeah, I'm sure they're fucking light.
They're real thin, but they're really fucking fast and obviously a really small target to hit. So these things are badass. I've never seen one up close until now. You'd be dope to like make this street legal. I'm sure. This one was from this angle. This one was in this way. Oh, look at this.
Yeah.
This thing was actually saw some combat, dude.
Oh yeah.
There's jigs all over it.
Bolt to the rear rack, charging him to the rear.
Wow. And I love the charging handle. Like that's a natural pull instead of like this.
Yeah.
Germans, man.
Black rifle.
Change the bullet face out, take the fucking barrel out, and you can swap it from like a cost perspective and like a unit that doesn't have a lot of money. You know, because it had 5 barrels, like 300 Win Mag, 338, 308,
Oh, wow.
223, and 243, I think is what it was.
That sounds like the Bear Inrest system.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
So the Bear Inrest is the same concept. You can switch out barrels.
So I think a lot of them are Ashbury. They've all done modular.
Yeah.
Just for a cost perspective with ammunition, like you can train your dudes with 5.56 green tip.
Right.
Same barrel, you go through it and like start setting it up, like for
308 or
308,
yeah.
338 or whatever.
Because I know the DOD for their snipers, so for HRT,
Yep.
they did it, and I think
Jesus Christ, I bought a fucking Glock 21 like 3 months ago. It took me a month before I had any 45 ammo for it.
Yeah.
Like, man.
yeah, ammo's been a hard thing. The guns,
It's still pretty shitty.
yeah, the guns have been coming in stock a lot better. It's just ammo's been a hard thing to still find. This is gonna be our main vault here. This is vault 1 of 2. All right, so we have another vault that's in our boss's office. That's a little bit more. The firearm selection there is a little bit more a little bit more, that's what I'm looking for, not critique, a little bit more special, right? They're gonna have on that ball.
You said it's in your boss's office.
So, we have one of our miniguns, one of our extra miniguns in there. We have a lot of our more specialty guns, a lot of our rarer guns. That's where I'm looking for, a lot of our more rare guns out there. So on the main wall here, you're gonna see a lot of guns that you're probably gonna be familiar with, right? From either World War II and 1 and up. So we got our STG-44 over there. We got our L86X1 over there in the quarter. If you want to move down a little bit further, we got stuff, a little bit more modern stuff. We got our SR-25 by Nice Armament. We got our M79 from the Vietnam time frame. We got our old school M16 with a 203 attached to it, right? When we get into here, we're going to get into some sub guns here that are cool that we're going to get into. So we're going to have our BZ-61, good old school Russian machine pistol. You're going to have that. You're going to have an Owens gun here that's going to be shooting 9mm. I don't know much about this gun. One of the guys who works here, named Scott, he was former Australian military. He asked our boss to build one of these things, and it took him about a good year or two to build one.
Magazine feeds from the top?
Yeah, magazine feeds from the top. It chambers out the bottom. I mean, extracts out the bottom, I should say. Out the bottom. It's super, super smooth. I've never personally shot it before. I have seen customers shoot it. It's actually surprisingly pretty smooth, to be honest with you.
You said it's 9mm?
Yeah, 9mm. Then you're going to have the PM63, which is actually one of my favorite guns, sub guns, or machine pistol, however you want to classify it. It shoots 9x18 macro, right? And the thing about it that's super cool, it's called the Polish Dentist. Now, the reason why it's called the Polish Dentist, I found out from one of the Grom guys that came through years ago, one of the Polish Grom guys, so SF dudes. So if this stock isn't completely locked out like it needs to be, what happens is it'll slip in on you, right? And then this reciprocates that you shoot. So what ends up happening is it'll butt you in the mouth. That's why that's why they call it the Polish Dentist. So that's one reason why they call it the Polish Dentist.
That's hilarious.
So we always make sure that the stocking, that's a little locking piece to make sure that it's locked out. So we always make sure that's always completely locked out. I like to give it a little wiggle and do a little
lock,
make sure before I give the customer, so I don't want any customer losing their teeth because of something that I did. So, but it's really, really cool. Gonna shoot really smooth. They just added this to Call of Duty Warzone. I think in the last big update or whatever, they dropped the PM63 in there. So that's also in there in the new Modern War. Another one that used to be carried by the Vatican Police back in the day, the PM12, the Beretta PM12 also shoots 9mm.
The Vatican Police.
Yeah, Vatican Police. And also normal Italian police used to use it. But from what I was told, Vatican Police also used it. So it's also shooting 9mm. It has a push safety, like a 1911 or like a Uzi. You know, have on the back strap here, you're gonna have that safety, but instead of being on the back strap, it's right here. There's your safety for right there. So when you push, right, then you're gonna have your trigger to fire.
Interesting.
So
yeah, it is interesting.
It's like a push. It's like a grip.
It's like a grip, like you would normally
on the back.
Right.
It's here.
And I think it is more intuitive than the Uzi. So with the Uzi, a lot of customers, for some reason, have a hard time pushing the back grip on it. For some reason, the back strap grip.
Really?
For some reason, yeah, they'll try to do it like this, and try to shoot. So they're trying
instead of putting their thumb in there. Yeah.
And we tell them all the time, like, hey, you want grip right here like normal, right? Push it in. You gotta push and then pull your trigger, right? But right here, it feels a little bit more intuitive, right? Because they just have to grab like normal, and then you're gonna have your trigger, right? You're gonna have semi and auto. I is for semi, and then R is gonna be for automatic, and then it should be on safe. Don't know why it's not, but it is now. All right, so that's gonna be it right there. We also have our.
I remember this from one of the games, the Scorpion.
Yeah. It's also in the Equalizer movie with Denzel when he goes into the. I think it's the meatpacking place. Early in the movie, when he's trying to find the girl, he goes into.
Oh, you talking? I just watched that again, dude. You know, he was a recon brain. Do you know that? He was a force guy.
Denzel?
No, but the movie guy he portrays.
Oh yeah. I'm like, I was like, that's a new one.
Based on a real fucking force guy.
Okay,
Man on Fire is the movie you're talking about, not the Equalizer. Because he goes to rescue the girl.
Yes, Man of Fire.
Man of Fire. No, I'm talking about the Equalizer. I'm talking about.
Was there a girl rescue in there too?
Yeah, because you remember.
Okay, it's been a while.
I've seen the second one. I don't think I've seen the first Equalizer. Some of the unique stuff that that people aren't normally going to see or hear about, I think that'd be super cool.
I carried this on my back. I had a tiger stripe.
That's pretty funny though.
Everybody got those. I got a picture. Dude, I fucking love the law. So it's my fucking. And there's a metal band, I forget, they call it the law. What is it? The Saw's the Law is what the name of it. And I always fucking think of that fucking thing. Yeah. It fell apart in one of the shoots.
Yeah. So the newer stuff that we have that I can talk about, so most of the stuff that people probably already seen, like the 36, and I'll hit.
I was telling him that's
40.
so my last deployment, I spent about almost 9 months in Republic of Georgia training up a special mission unit that they have. We ended up, because we needed like a battalion-sized group, we ended up putting together like half of their ranger, or one of their whole ranger battalions, which was basically just a couple companies, and then freaking same thing with their SF. We put all these guys together and trained them up, and then I came back to the States for a couple weeks, and then we went to Afghanistan with these guys and deployed with them for another freaking 9 months. Long deployment.
Right.
But all of them had M4s that were basically provided to the Georgia military from the U.S., except for one of their majors. There's a big border crossing there from Pakistan, and we'd go into these little towns, man, and that guy would draw fire like fucking nobody's business, and we'd get back to the freaking spin boldak, and he's like, I don't know why they shoot at me. I don't know why. Because you carry around something that fucking stands out like a sore thumb. And then he always wanted to have a radio, so he's got this big whip antenna, he's got his G36, and you're like, man, you stand out like a sore fucking thumb, and you're wondering why people are shooting at you.
Hey, where you're looking at is a...
Oh, wow, that's dope.
Oh, to the back of that. Yeah.
That is super cool.
Yeah.
What is this?
A C96 Mauser, Mauser, and that is the Broomhilda version.
Whoa.
So that one you would connect to the stock right here, right? So you see the little slot right there, connected to the stock, and that was for more accurate shooting, long range. I don't know how well you can shoot at long range, but
just a little more stable.
So it's almost like a case for it, protected.
Yeah, that's super cool.
Yeah.
C96 Mauser. Also, we like to call this one the Han Solo gun, because that's what it's based off of.
Yeah.
Right?
I have one testicle, so if I was a porn star,
It's a running joke.
It'd be Han Solo.
Oh, well, mine would be Midnight Delight, but
Love it. I love it. Dude, the polish on this thing's pretty dope.
yeah, C96 Mauser. I'm trying to remember
What year? Do you know what year that is? Like
early. I would say late 1800s, right? 1896 time frame, right?
That's crazy. So, well,
It was one of the first, if I remember. It's one of the first actually like magazine fed pistols.
so you got me. You want to just kind of do your thing and
Yeah, I can do my thing. So we got our FG42 here. It was an old German paratrooper rifle, right? It's gonna be shooting 8mm, box fed 20-round magazine, semi-automatic. It is super smooth. Since it's a reproduction, it has a tendency to malfunction on auto a little bit. But it's mainly about shoulder pressure from the customer. If they put the proper shoulder pressure into it, it'll run like it needs to. Yeah, but when they don't, because
it's like you're short stroking it a little bit. Not keep it
Exactly.
tight.
That's exactly what's happening with it. Yep. So if you look at the buttstock, right, you'll see it move slightly.
Oh yeah.
So if they don't have proper firm pressure on it like they need to, it's gonna malfunction.
Yep.
And a lot of customers, they like to limp it, right? They're not. They're kind of like being really soft on it.
So they're not putting their toes into it. Right.
So with this one, to get it to run properly, just shoulder it firmly, and then you're good. On semi, you can kind of be a little loose with it, but when you're going auto, you have to really nut up on it and get into it, and then you'll be fine.
It looks fucking badass.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially the front of that.
Yeah, I know. I like the
weird compensator. I like it.
Yeah,
very cool.
It's really cool. Like I said, it's kind of hard to find original ones. This is a repro, a reproduction one that we have here. Like I said, when it shoots nice, man. Not that heavy.
Stop. I thought actually it was gonna be a lot worse.
No, it's not heavy. Yeah, let me flip up. Yeah, that's all you get for the stock. That's all there is to it, man. There's no extended out.
Nice.
That's very cool. That's an interesting looking gun.
Yeah.
You'd have to like
burn
really get down into
burn
it.
yourself up there high speed.
All right, so we got our main body wall.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I was like, I love this smell. It's been forever since I've friggin'.
I know it's pretty shit.
Nothing like CLP in the morning.
Oh
yeah,
man.
Yeah. So like a couple weeks ago, I had to wipe all these guns down because they got super rusty because it got super humid. So yeah, I had.
You guys don't have like packs in here that absorb the moisture or anything?
So I had to come through and like bust rust on all these guns, which was fun because I got to learn a little bit more about them, got to see them a little bit differently, right? But so this is our main vault, right? So we're gonna have what you can see. You got MP5s, you got AKs, you got Uzis, you got Thompsons of different variations. You got Stens, you got Sterlings, you got MP18s, MP28s, MP40s, PPS 43s. Sterling suppressed, which is super smooth. I also suggest this gun to shoot. That one is super dope. Sterling suppressed, integrally suppressed, super dope. God, I love this. Yeah, we got Scorpion Evos, we got MP7s, we got G36s, we got SIG 552s, we got AUGs, we got F2000s. You name it, we pretty much got it for the most part.
I just want to like fucking carry this at all times. Like,
What?
Can you get out of the way, man? Move your fucking car.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, that's the one you were like.
This is a Lewis gun. This is shoots British 303 from World War I. Right, this one is a actual Japanese model. So after World War I, the British sold the patent to this to the Japanese. So if you look at this one, it actually has all the Japanese writing on it.
Yeah.
Still shooting 303. It's gonna have that. I guess you can call it pancake mat. That's gonna sit right up here on
Oh,
top.
yeah.
Right.
Does this work?
Yes, it does.
Wow.
Yes, it does. So yeah, pancake mat that sits on top and then it's gonna rotate. Right.
This
as it
changed
shoots.
the fucking face of warfare during World War I.
Yeah.
And then
that
that was the first one, right?
Yeah. So you got your Maxim down here. This one's chambered to shoot British 303. Those are chambered to shoot old school 8mm. All right. So they're all gonna run a little. They're all gonna shoot different ammunition,
And
but they're all gonna run.
All these are they all air cooled, or do you have any that are the water cooled ones?
Oh well, that one's technically water cooled, right?
Okay.
This one's technically water cooled. The MG08 slash
That's
are technically water cooled, but no, they don't run enough for us to have to water cool them.
Right.
So they're technically air cooled.
Gotcha.
Yeah, they're technically air cooled. Then you got your old German machine guns on the back wall here, right? You got your the 42s, the 34s, the 13s, and the 15s.
Dude, those.
Yeah.
I think
Then
we
you
were.
got 19s.
What were we talking about? What was the game that we were talking about? And you were like, "Man, I want to shoot that fucking machine gun." The
Oh, I think it was the Escape from the Prison on Call of Duty.
no, it wasn't. It was the one where they're. It was the one where they're freaking coming into Normandy, and I remember watching it. And the dudes playing were German.
Oh, that was Hell Let Loose.
Yes, Hell Let Loose, and
Yeah.
the dudes are just like the rate of fire on those things is
Dude, just the sound of it, man.
yeah.
The MG42
I love the
is
sound.
fucking
It's so
badass.
unique.
So, not to burst your bubbles down a little bit. If you guys do shoot the MG42, we tone ours down a little bit, so it's gonna be a little bit slower rate of fire.
It's
It's not gonna be that.
But yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That thing is crazy at
Yeah.
just the rate of fire.
I would love to shoot one like full out balls to the walls. We set the gas setting. We turn our gas setting down a little bit. But I'm gonna give it a little bit of guess here, right? And I don't even know if this gun was out during this time period. But this is a Russian-made STB-40.
Is that a shotty?
No, it's gonna be box fed, right? So you remember you're talking about the gun that you picked up beforehand.
Yeah.
The shotgun we don't.
Oh,
have.
I see what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
So I don't know if this is that or not. This is the
The sights looked. That's the thing. Is the front sight was. I don't know. Maybe it was some. I
That's
have
the
to
thing
see
when
it
she went
again.
down the hallway and then
Yeah.
jumped up.
I wish I could. I know the video you guys talking about it. I'm trying.
It's the new Vanguard
Right,
trailer.
right, the Vanguard
and,
trailer.
well, there's actually not. There's the Vanguard trailer, but now there's some
gameplay.
There's some gameplay stuff, and
You'll see that shotgun too.
Yeah.
It's like you want
Yeah, the shotgun, I don't know. I ain't gonna lie about that one. I don't know shotgun.
if it's a,
But you said another rifle. I didn't know if it was. You said it was during World War II.
Yeah, and I don't know. Yeah, it's World War II. They're in there. It looks like they're in Stalingrad or something like that, and she picks this rifle up, and I don't know if because of the gameplay, I don't know if it's German or Russian.
Right.
But
It's a real gun, guys. It's the MTS 255.
None with scope enforcement, those guys did. Right. This is the rare one. Also, this is a reproduction. We're talking about
were we talking about the Germans or the Russians?
Which one? Car 98. Or are you talking about
So that was the Car 98 that I was talking about. I called it the K98.
Same
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same.
So that was what she was sticking outside the window, and she was like telegraphing her location.
Okay.
That dumb chick.
Yeah.
But which other gun were you talking about? Was it that?
No, it was the one that initially I was like,
the
I
Russian-
think it's this.
she jumped over the couch and,
And
she
I thought it
picked
was
up
a
that weapon.
Steyr freaking something or other, and
It looked like a M1 Garand, but it was Russian.
yeah.
I don't know what it could be. We can look into the vault because we got some more Russian guns in the vault, so maybe we can figure it out there.
Yeah.
That's also a K98 sniper. So that K98 sniper also has the original optic on it.
That's crazy.
So that.
What do you think? What do you think that's worth?
This gun,
Taking it back memories
And all that.
no,
What I was
I've
told that was
never
worth
held this.
12
This is a fucking.
Jesus. That's awesome.
The
I
NBA
can totally see that.
Yeah.
had a lot
But
of those.
the optic really sucks on it. Like when you look through the reticle, like the
This is
clarity is
what
going
was
to be cloudy, right? 'cause it's
smacking
super
our
old.
guys.
Yeah.
But like when you look
Vietnam.
through the reticle on it, the reticle is kind of like it takes up a lot of the optic.
So the reticle
So that's the thing about it. But like I actually like
main
it.
point, it's
They're
not
really,
a
like, the
cross,
actions on
so
them
it's
are really
like a-
smooth. But when it comes down to two-door system, one door at a time, enter and exit. If you want to take pictures and video, feel free. What you guys are already doing. There's going to be cars out there with guns and ammunition. Please don't touch anything on the cars. Pretty much about it. Yeah.
Okay.
Gets no simpler than that, man. Guys, ready? All the way in, gotta let that door shut. And we'll since it's kind of set up nicely for us, we'll kind of stay on the front end so we can kind of set up everything and be good to go. Here.
37.
Yeah, man. So when you see a lot of World War II guns, you'll notice a lot of the stuff, like the emblems and stuff, are off, right? For them to get them back into the States back in the day, they used to have to take those things off. So like the eagle and all that stuff.
So where did you guys for stuff like this? Where do you guys acquire this?
A lot of it is some of it is just bought right through
Personal collections,
right
whatever.
through personal collections and stuff like that. Some of it is demilled, and we got to put it back together. Right. So those MG42s, they were demilled, and we put them back together.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So they came in big part skits, right? Demilled, had to weld everything back together, file it all down, make sure they all work and all that good stuff.
tolerances, yeah.
Yeah. So
It's kind of hard to see.
yeah, it is. You got to get really, really close up. That scope, the eye relief is super tight on it. They were very unforgiving in that fact.
And then the dangerous thing is,
Yeah,
like,
so you don't
sucker
get
eats you. Hell yeah. How many people have you seen? Well,
For a little bit more verification, you got to go hammer and sickle on top of it. With the date, hammer and sickle 19.
what's the date?
Hammer and sickle with date 42. They're strong.
All right, ready to try this machine gun? All right. Same way, over the shoulder. First leg strong lean forward. Long lean inward. She's going to flank up and to the right on you. Control first.
Should be last round, right?
Yep.
Okay. Make sure I'm doing math for Marines right. Make sure I'm doing math for Marines right.
Never did that MCI.
Never? That was the required one.
What is the required one?
No, I didn't do it, dude.
Gator.
That's why I joined the Marine Corps, so I don't have to
That
do
was the
that
one
shit.
where like personal finance, math for Marines.
I definitely didn't do the finance one.
Yeah. They had like 5 that you had to do.
Yeah.
Just make sure I'm doing my math for Marines right, count right. All right, so what do you guys want to do next?
Machine? Machine gun?
Yeah. The German.
All right, so the 42?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's set it up, man.
Let me set it up.
Oh, that's. Yeah, I like all the pinto mounts that you guys. That's cool. Makes things super easy.
It does. Yeah, I think about it. So a lot of our customers are first-time shooters, never shot before. We don't feel comfortable putting them on with a shotgun. I mean, not shotgun, but with a machine gun, let them roll. Right?
Especially that one.
Yeah.
Especially that one.
No way, man.
So, no, we mount here. If it has bipod, some guns we do shoot on bipod.